first problem, and it's a... Oh, they've gone already! What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Speed Without Engine, the place where fast-paced action meets pure fun. Get ready for some sick designs, crazy crashes, and tons of laughs. Let's go. Steering mechanism. It's basically controlled by wires. Down they go, heading towards the first chicane. It's gone already. It's gone already. They've travelled about into the tarmac, and that battleship is well and truly sunk. The impression it's quite difficult to see between those fingers too. So there are one or two things stacked again. Over the jump for the first time. There they go. No problem there. The gravel trap poses no problem. Hand wobbling all over the place. He's gone wide and lost it. He couldn't hang on. Spectacular crash into that right-hand turn. It's such a difficult part of the course. So down they go. The duck team with that gigantic beak on the front are so good. The first thing you do notice with this particular soapbox is how starting to get faster, starting to motor. This is the moment of truth. Around the berm. Oh, they've caught the top. Just look at the perspex at the back. You can see some just starting to break off. And it all comes to grief for the duck team. Striking for death power, and down they go with the smoke billowing out the back of the soapbox. Look at that for an onboard view. Plento, doesn't it? Nice and sticky on the tarmac surface, which has been relayed for this particular event. Nosedives off the kicker. So becomes a backseat driver. What happened here? Oh, the steering wheel comes off in his hands. You've got to bolt those down, my friend. You can't leave it like that. And Death Power had absolutely no chance. Tells you cool stuff that's going off in St. Louis, Missouri. Is the first soapbox down the track with those narrow wheels. Streamlined. He's quite high, though, isn't he, in the seat? Which could be a... Oh, there's the first problem, and it's a good job. The T-shirt, because he completely loses it there. He got too much speed. It's tight and twisty. He couldn't get it round the corner. And, of course, most importantly, speed down the circuit. This is Turbo Lego that turns into a couch. Let's hope it stays with being a soapbox today. Around the berm, and you see the finish line. There it is. The back comes off, and the sides do, and the front's gone as well. It's becoming a couch in front of our eyes. Over the finish line they go. 30.82. It's only... And Turbo Lego, the first crew down there, and making it despite... Which is modelled on a Bentley. Not the kind of Bentley you see in various Premier League car parks during the course of the season. Down they go, then four at the piston, which is the first one over, and you've got to make sure you hang on if you're in the back. Others. It looks fast so far, though. It looks smooth as well as they approach Steelworks, which certainly get to navigate, which poses no problem whatsoever. Now the Bone Rattler, which does just what it says on the tin. Over. Crowd roaring on. Nobility scooter over the factory. There's the smoke. It looks like a good time. Can they hold it together? No, they can't. It's a right royal mess-up right at the end of the run, but it was very, very fast on the way down. Nobility scooter, but it all came to grief right at the very end. Mentioned it's steep and it's narrow, and there's the kicker halfway down, and a couple of chicanes too, and you wonder whether the thin wheels will be enough. If false, here's the kicker. Over that, he's lost it. Oh, spectacular to the day. Here it is. The landing was heavy, no control, starts to go, and then wiped out completely into the straw. And the civil engineer, it certainly looks the part, this one. Nice and slick, off down the ramp, and looking quick already. They've got no excuses here, this particular team. There's the disco tunnel, safely through there. The suspension either side, meaning it's not been a problem so far. Through the Bone Shaker, here in the Domain Park, the city's oldest park, and down they go, picking up speed all the time. Here's the berm, heading now towards Crash Corner, and it lives up to its name as they spin it through there. That's what Crash Corner's there for, to find the speed and make them pay. But it would have been so much faster, wouldn't it, if they could have kept it together through there. They were doing so well until they got to Crash Corner. They had too much speed, not enough control. Flops over the final ramp and over the finish. The driver, Ronak, is wearing. Off they go then, and what ramp, shaking down those cobbles. There's the berm, and that's, oh, he just caught the top, look. He tried to do which is go high and then slingshot off it. But as you can see, that front wheel gets caught on the top rail, and it literally gets, well, almost ripped off the soapbox. There you see it from on board, and he'd lost it straight away. Off we go! Oh, it's gone straight away into the straw bales. I think the steering must have gone right at the top because it just veered off to the left. Does show you've got to make childhood friends who reunited for the Soapbox race. There we are, bringing people together. Oh, here's the bone shaker. Seems to be slightly imbalanced, doesn't it? Leaning to one side already. There's the berm. Very quick through there. Oh, he's gone. Look at that. Watch this. Wow. That's as spectacular a crash as we've seen all day. The bravery, because he's gone straight back in. Whether they'll get to the start ramp. And here they come. Down it goes. It's wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. Oh, it's gone already. Over the place. And because of the height of the Soapbox, they can't get it back. It's gone. We knew that part of the course would be a problem. Centre of gravity, and two nervous fellas behind the wheel as off they go, and they've lost the piece already. Twisty turn, look at the skid at the back. Oh, they're absolutely flying. Flying down the course here in Cincinnati. Anchor wheels down the course. Look at the concentration on the face of the pilot. Aaron's the driver. Here we go over the steps. Speed into the kicker. Sit down, hold on, get ready for this one. Here it comes down towards the... Oh, you can see it. Here comes the ANCHORMAN. Oh, over they go! Look at that! A disaster, exactly what we got. Look at the onboard, here we go. Oh, you can't hold it there. That is spectacular in Cincinnati. And off we go. Mario is the driver. A gigantic eyeball staring down the track. Gobbles, what could possibly go wrong? That's what could go wrong. The wheel can fly off. And that's the baby. No wheel, no chance. There it goes. That one is done and dusted early on. Julian and Dylan are the respective pilots of this one. Julian's Donald Trump, rapidly approaching, and it's a right into a left, and it's gone. Look at that. Wow. That was spectacular. Good to see the two lads both up and on their feet, because that went really quickly into the straw. The problem is you come down the course like this, you've got to go right, and then you've got to go left, and if you go too quick, you lose it like that. Steering as well, which always gets the adrenaline running in the commentary box. We know what the pitfalls are. Oh, the back wheel's gone already. Forget the steering. He's not even gone over anything. How heavy's the fella in the back? It's in the back, it can't be, can it? I thought it just tipped him out. Come on. No, he's not, look. No. Oh, he's lost it again. Try and look where you're going, he's not looking. There we go. He needs some new overalls as well. He's even going to do the kicker, look. Here we go. Oh! Throw it over there. Go on, Louis. For creativity. Oh, they've gone straight away. The wheels have just gone. I tell you what, Keke Rosberg wouldn't have finished the race in that. Oh, there's the bales. What's the matter with the steering? Oh. Creativity score. It's a nice looking Soapbox. I have to say, it doesn't look to me the most. Actually had the idea to build this while they were midway through a kebab, which, oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone. And the baby stroller theme, because in 2012, two teammates got married and had a child. Over the road banks, oh, and over the road banks. First team that's come to grief there. All far have just managed to nibble the edges, but they were completely out of line going in. Creativity, 35 for performance. Now it's about the speed. The two-tier. Oh, they've gone already! Oh, that's spectacular again. This is the issue, look. Too much speed, not enough agility, and they just couldn't hold it. All the weight was going towards the left as they look at it. Scored today on performance, on creativity, and of course, on speed. Kicker 1 and kicker 2, then there's a chicane, and then there's a seesaw, and that could be interesting too. So there's the first two. You're in complete control of your Soapbox, otherwise you're going to catch it like they did there. The wings on the side didn't help at all. That chicane is not great when you've got wings. We've got the seesaw to finish. Through we go. Oh, it got straight into the bales. You can see straight away that this is a narrow course. It's a quick course. The teams are judged, and they're all colleagues from an advertising agency. And down we go, and it's gone already. Hard for that. That's when it first went wrong. He went about 20 metres and down. Bosh. Down he goes to the bone rattler then. He's really struggling to hold this together. He's having all kinds of problems with it. If you take too much speed into these hairpins today, you're going to have a real challenge. Now it really starts to get steep, and he's gone again. Cannot keep it upright. Well, if this is a taste of things to come today, we're going to have an absolute classic. Down to the finish. That took ages. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Put them in contention. And the Jaguar Mark II is on the way down, the E-Type, with Charlie behind the wheel. Nice and quick down towards the Lido. Let's see how they go through here. Very bouncy through there. It's a big, long soapbox, and now over the lolly drop. He's given it absolutely everything, but he can't keep it straight. And he caught the straw bale, and that was it. Look at it here. He's trying his best to keep it going. Never really recovered after that. And there's the bale sticking out. They couldn't miss it. Really, really quick at the top part. There's nothing you can do when you go nose first into the straw bale at that speed. Very narrow. Alvaro can hardly fit in it. He's got the bike wheel at the front of the handlebar steering, enough said. Whale tail on the agenda. Holds on tighter to those handlebars. Oh, now he's off. This is do or die. And when that front wheel hit the middle of the whale tail, he got nowhere left to go. There's your problem. The design of the soapbox, the originality, and also the speed of the run in this wacky racers-themed soapbox are on their way over the twin rollers, and the front wheel's gone already. They were so optimistic at the start, but as you can see there, it just couldn't handle. Is actually managing to stay straight enough so it can just skid. So around this gigantic bend, this is where it starts to get steeper, which will help them under the rugby posts. And it's all started to fall apart. They started off with so much optimism, but they do make the finish in 1:23. The performance was good, 39, so if they could match that with a decent run, they could be right in the frame here. Here's the kicker. Oh, it's buckled, it's damaged. It might be broken. Look at the state of the front of it.
Keep going, keep going.
Just not strong enough. Where that connection is in the middle, it's just completely gone. Bent beyond repair. And that's that. And in this heat, if you're going to carry that soapbox all the way down, of course, there is this issue of how fast you can get from top to bottom. So Homies, group of friends, they've got a YouTube channel called Homies today. So it starts off, as you can see, nice and gentle. Now it really starts to kick in. They're going to get to a big left. There is a kicker that's got an integrated staircase coming up, and that's a real challenge for both the driver and the soapbox. Is it going to be strong enough? Can it survive? It lands on the nose, just about okay. The cricket helmets might come in handy if they get it wrong, and they might have got it wrong there. Yes, they have. The problem, because it's starting to pick up speed all the time. The steeper that it gets, the faster it goes, and you've got to be in complete control when you come over that little element there. You see the wheels start to wobble, can't get it round. 39 is the score, and here we go down the steep start ramp. The first thing you're going to see, really, is the water feature. That's in about 50 metres. Oh, he's wobbling already and he's gone. Well, you won't see the water with this team, will you? Not with a start like that. There we go, that little chicane where you've got to be smooth and you've got to be in control, otherwise you tip it. On the ramp, soil everywhere. Anyway, back they go. Look how tight and twisty it is. Oh, it's gone again. It's too tall, they just can't get it round the corner. The manoeuvrability of this soapbox is leaving a lot to be desired. And somehow he manages to get round there and down the other side. Now he's coming into this berm where he's going to throw him all over the place. He's right to the top of it. Down he goes. Oh, he's gone again. That berm is, and you come down the other side of that, you've got a left-hander straight away. There was no chance of him getting round there. No chance. Quickly round the left-hander, and he'll see the finish. And I'll tell you what, that took some doing, didn't it? 2:05.86. And he's off at the end as well. My word. Big push down the ramp, and this one really has started off well. Flying through the first ramp now, which can often be a test of the suspension, particularly these soapboxes with the wider acting nice and smooth. Pamela Anderson looking very comfortable, then it all goes wrong on the berm. Sure whether there was too much weight at the front. Maybe there was, and it flips it over, and Pamela with a big crash. Run themselves. A decent push-off to start it. And they set off towards the first obstacle, which is the first this stage, but it will start to get significantly faster. Over the gravel they go. Still towards the kicker, and then this sharp right-handed turn, which is a real with the kicker. Now they've got to turn sharp right, which they try and do, and they lose it. Both okay, but you can see how hard it is to get over the jump and turn right and keep that soapbox in the dribbles than rabbits. But off they go. It's very similar to Bertha in terms of it's very streamlined and low to the ground, and it's set off at a pretty good pace as well. It looks like you can see it really is flying at the moment. Takes off a bit. I think one of the eyes have gone over the ramp. Plenty of speed at the minute for bunny slippers. That's where the berm would be. Oh, he's gone. Couldn't get round the bend, could he? He nearly copped a couldn't quite spin the back end around like we saw from Bertha, picking up lots of speed. Meat cleaver bolted firmly on the front of SALAMBORGHINI as they go slamming down the track here in Turin. Good start made as well. Lots of early speed all around the berm. I thought it was good. End of it all because everybody's okay, but there was just too much speed, not enough control, and the sausage has gone for a real Burton on the berm here in Turin. For a soapbox. I would hazard a guess that the weight of this decent start, the wide wheelbase, is helping this crew out. Oh, there's the problem. You can see behind the barriers. We're worried about that. It's got sharp teeth, but it's not got the ability to get down to the bottom of the... So there is Team GOLDORAK. Looks good on the eye, doesn't it? Over the ramp. Yep. There's that sweeping corner, and he's starting to lose it, and he's gone. Couldn't. You can see as he comes around the corner, it's starting to go just before they get to the berm. And moving down towards the ramp at the end, and over that... And GOLDORAK will make it through to the finish despite the spin. To build this particular soapbox, I'm not sure, though, whether they've tested it over the kind of ramps they're going to see. 420 metres. There's the first slice of bread. No problem there. Bales were just waiting to be hit, and they couldn't miss it. He knows straight away. Look at the look on his face. He knows he's in bother at this stage of the run. Toaster about to go over the steelworks, and it's wobbling all over the place, and it won't get there. It was wide, and it was wobbly. And they just couldn't avoid the hay bale. It was too wide, too awkward, and on its side. Let's hope the soapbox is better than the performance. It's a very strange sit. But they're picking up speed while they... Oh, look at that! Oh, that's a spectacle. Watch this. The back end starts to go, and then he's thrown round a complete 360, and then lands on the tarmac. He's okay, thankfully for that. Down the ramp they go. Oh, they've lost the back already. They've lost the back end already, I think. Yeah, they have. Still going, though, in fairness to them. Now, there's the plunger that's gone as well. That's not going to come in handy. In fact, they're shedding equipment all the way down. Whether that's to make it lighter, I'm not sure. There's the bone shaker, shaking up the plumbing van as it goes. Copper top micro still going. Around crash corner, around crash corner. Oh, around crash corner. You could see it coming, couldn't you? The minute that little wheel started to taste the air, it was all over for Copper Top Micro. And there's the end of it, to all intents and purposes. And that's what's on the inside of a plumbing van, in case you were wondering. There he is, look. He might have been better off going down on that in the first place. Over the ramp and over the finish line. It promised so much. And sweeping, etc. So down the start ramp, we can do here. Round this berm. Oh, he's gone too high and he's rolled it. Well, the idea is to get as high, as much speed as you can, but when you go into the berm that high, with that little initial speed, you fall out the side and the soapbox rolls down with you. Look at this. Up he goes, and there's nothing he can do. And he was lucky that the soapbox went over the top of him. Now, let's see what happens. Wide axle, pram wheels, often a recipe for disaster. Let's see. The design is pretty much everything you wouldn't do for a soapbox, and they can't get through there. Can they get through the bone shaker? No! It's literally sliding down over the finish line, 141.61. Then off they go. Oh, he's lost it already. He's gone already. You can't spin it there. Try and get him back. See if we can get this run well and truly moving. It looks like it's got the potential to be quite a quick sort of get round the berm, which is not easy. And he's gone through there and lost it again. Look at the wheel go at the front, then of course the back end comes round and it goes down towards the finish. And let's have a look at the time, 1:07. Here we go. Oh! Down we go. Look at him go over the top. Love it, drag it down. Oh, the back's gone already. Well, it's not sturdy at all, is it? It went straight into the bales.
They're going to keep it going right now. The third member is
moving at all. Look at it. Give it a push. Here we go. There's another bale there. Here today in Lisbon, as opposed to putting one out, which they so often do. But they've gone for the small wheels and the tall vehicle. Time he starts to open it up a little bit, it starts to wobble. Here's the first one. The Marquis steps. Oh, he's got nose over. He went nose first. There was no stopping. Watch this here. He's nearly gone there. Now he's thinking, oh.